Hello, it's me James, and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tips, tricks, and tutorials, and of course, we like to do this in complete survival. In today's video, I'm going to show you yet another top 3 super simple farms that you need to build in your survival world. First of all, I want to talk about this iron farm. Recently, it did break in one of the updates, and the reason it broke is because the villagers wasn't able to link to the job blocks for whatever reason, or they couldn't use them. So to fix it, I simply put the job blocks one block higher and then placed solid blocks where the job blocks used to be. I do want to thank old guy for helping me fix this. I did send him some DMs on the Discord. Again, if you're not over on the Discord, you can come over and get some additional information. Like I said, thank you old guy for helping me fix this. I mean, I'm much appreciated. That being said, let's get straight onto the 3 farms I want to talk about today. So farm number 1 is kind of a breeder, and if you hadn't guessed already, it is of course a villager breeder. This thing is so simple to actually make, and villagers can give you so much good stuff, and that is exactly why I've put it in this list. Without this specific farm, I would not be as OP as I am today in this game. Like, if I died, I could quite literally get myself a full suit of diamond armor and full suit enchanted diamond tools within 5 minutes. Now that, I mean, that is OP, right? And it is quite literally down to this little villager breeder. All you need to build this is 2 beds for the main 2 villagers. Of course, you need 2 villagers, 2 job blocks, and a very small amount of blocks. Of course, you're going to need some buttons. I've added a dispenser with some... Bruh. Alright, they were supposed to have minecarts in. But, yeah, you can add a dispenser with minecarts. I'm not really sure why there's 3 librarians when there's only 1 job block there. I mean, that's interesting. Are they all attached to the same block? Does anyone want to find out? So, it turns out that these librarians are just like... librarians now. Forever. Dude. And this guy apparently is a leather worker, which, okay. I mean, I'll show you how this thing works. I got myself some bread, which I actually bought off these 2 in the middle, because the job blocks I used were composters. So, I mean, like, kind of a 2-in-1 there. All you got to do is simply feed these guys, and literally, they will end up breeding. I mean, I think they're already primed up, so I shouldn't have to feed them a hell of a lot. But I do, of course, want to make sure it does go like down the hole like that. Now I'm gonna step back and hopefully we get them breeding. Maybe they need some more food. I mean, sometimes it does take a second or 2. Ah, there we go. See, it took a few seconds, but they started to breed. And actually, I don't know where the baby is. He'll be around somewhere. I think he'll probably get stuck, but if he gets stuck, what I normally do is just throw some water there, and then he like comes down. But these things will keep breeding and breeding until these beds are fully like connected to. So yeah, as I was saying, if you can't get them to full, place a bucket of water there, but make sure you can get it out. Of course, you want to make sure it's all sealed up as well, because I don't know if you noticed that, but one of the babies actually escaped and now he's laying down. I also used the water from the bottom, which is, yeah, really not good, because, I mean, I'm going to need to get that water back in somehow. Didn't really think that through. But you can see these guys will keep breeding and they'll push them down to here. I mean, sorry about this, dude. Anyway, and of course, once you have breeded a bunch of villagers, you can then make something a little bit like this. This has every single villager with the max level enchantment. And not only that, as I said before, I can get every single tool enchanted, apart from a hoe. That's not enchanted, but it is diamond for just 1 emerald trade. So if I need a new pickaxe, I can grab one straight away. And that is, of course, the same with the armor as well. Not to mention, villagers can give you an awesome source of food. If you've got clerks, they can give you XP as well. And as I said, this thing here is all down to that villager breeder. Without that, I literally wouldn't have been able to make this. Villagers are definitely powerful. I hear in the future there are going to be some villager changes, so I would definitely make that villager breeder. I'm going to link it below and get yourself a villager trading station built. Farm number 2, we have got the disc farm. Now, I would love to say that this is the every disc farm, but unfortunately, we cannot get pig step or the other side disc from this farm. However, we can get a bunch of other discs. Let me show you what discs I've got at the moment. Oh yeah, and we can get gunpowder as well. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. I'm going to go ahead and grab that gunpowder because, I mean, it's going to come in handy. I have no room in my inventory. I'm going to make myself some rockets right now, and I'm going to show you how this farm works. Basically, I got this guy, which he's actually called Disc Dude. And all that is a skeleton with a bow. I mean, all skeletons have bows, I think. Sometimes. Now, our job, what we need to do is actually lure a creeper into this farm or device. And then we should end up getting ourselves a disc. So, first of all, we do need to find a creeper. I'll be really upset if it comes daytime and no creeper spawns. Oh, man. Yes, a creeper in the perfect position. So, we get the creeper. I mean, we don't want that skeleton to follow us, really. We'll come this side. Hopefully, we can get him to... There we go. Normally, you would walk through, but I was just avoiding this skeleton right here. And then all we want to do is come into our trap at the back. Close the door to give us that extra piece of protection. Open the door. And yeah, we just wait for the skeleton to kill the creeper. And we should get ourselves a disc. There we go. And of course, depending on how powerful that bow is, it will take like less time to kill the creeper. But I'm not really sure what disc we got there. We got that one, which is the Star, which is actually a pretty good disc. Now, you can see that this farm is very basic. All it is a water stream covered in glass with a skeleton at the end. The reason the dispenser is there is because I was going to put armor on the skeleton, but I mean, I had a bunch despawn, so I just, yeah, left that part out. But for how simple this is, I mean, seriously, you can get so many discs from just this farm. And literally, the materials are quite literally as followed. All you're going to need is one door, one trapdoor, 2 buttons, 1 bucket of water, a bunch of glass, a hopper, a chest, and a name-tagged skeleton. The rest is down to you. You just need to, like, put this on a creeper farm or something, or even just do what I do and lure a bunch of creepers in. So yeah, there's farm number 2, the super simple disc farm. Farm number 3, my every mob farm. Now, this thing is super OP. Not only do you get a bunch of wither skulls, but you can actually get every single mob head in the game. And not only that, but just ignore this stuff, but you can get all of this as well, because this is a mob farm as well. This isn't designed to get you the best rates of like all the other stuff. You won't actually get phantom membranes. As I was saying, this isn't designed to give you the best rates of all this stuff, but it is designed to give you all of the mob heads in the game, including wither skeleton skulls. And the way that you actually obtain these are very simple. I'm going to give you a brief overview of this farm. Basically, there is a creeper farm there and a mob farm there, and it is all connected to a obsidian kill chamber, which has a lightning farm connected to it. This lightning farm will change our creepers into charged creepers, and if we light those charged creepers, sending them into our obsidian kill chamber, it will give us a bunch of skulls. Of course, if we have the mobs in there in the first place. Very quickly, I want to show you how we lure the wither skeletons into this trap. So first of all, we want to go through to the nether side, make sure that we have got our armor on, because I mean, we could get into some kind of fight, but it really is as simple as finding yourself a wither skeleton like so, and literally luring it all the way back down to your trap, which I'm going to do with this one. I should mention, even on hard mode, the like effect that they can give you if they hit you will not kill you, but I mean, if you get bashed a bunch of times with that sword, you're probably gonna die. So you just want to come to your trap and wait for it to, you know, go into your kill chamber. Once you're happy with the amount of wither skeleton skulls you have collected, this specific trap is kind of, I mean, sketchy, but it works. Basically, because this is one portal, we've got to use the same portal that they go through to go to the kill chamber. Although, I mean, we don't want to go into the kill chamber, so we need to know the right direction. And of course, if I go through facing forward and then walk straight forward when I come through, I should be safe. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through, and I am safe, and my wither skeleton has gone into my kill chamber. If I just show you, as you can see, we have a wither skeleton in the kill chamber. Now, what I'm going to do, so I don't need to wait for the rain, I'm going to show you a little clip of exactly how this thing works. So, if you've got a creeper ready and waiting, you can basically flick this switch, which will create lightning, and then we will have a charged creeper. If you didn't know, blowing up a charged creeper around mobs will give you a mob head. This means if you have, for example, a creeper, zombie, skeleton, or wither skeleton in your kill chamber, and you blow up a charged creeper, you will receive heads. Or mob head, should I say. This is a really easy method of getting wither skeleton skulls because it is 100% drop rate. Meaning we are going to get skulls every single time. I'm going to put the full tutorial to this specific farm in the description below. But yeah, this by far is my best wither skeleton skull farm. I've made the simplest one anyway. Very easy, very simple, and you get a fair amount as long as you don't mind collecting them. So there we have it, another top 3 farms that you need in your survival world. Again, I do hope that this helps you out in your worlds. I will catch you on the next one.